Now, when it comes to the world of music, you must understand that the songs that you hear come from a place of passion. So when you hear a song that touches you so deeply in a way that it makes it feel like the artist wrote the song just for you, just know that the inspiration that gave the artist the motivation to write that song makes them a star in their own right. Now, stars aren't just the artists that you hear when the songs are played. It's actually a lot deeper than that. Let's take a moment to think about the producers who made the beat, that willed the artist to put their all in the song, that shot all the way to the top of the Billboard and hit the #1 spot. Or it made you nod your head as soon as you heard the beat drop and you had to turn off all your listening devices because the song was just that good. By their own right, producers who make the beats and produce the tracks are stars as well. So we must pay homage to producers such as Dr. Dre, Missy Elliott, Timberland, Scott Storch, RZA, The Alchemist, DJ Premier, Rick Rubin, and even Pete Rock. And honestly, I can keep going on with producers. Let's talk about Jay Dilla and even Pharrell. But because these artists and producers that paved the way for producers today, we still have to pay homage, because without them, you wouldn't have your DJ Mustards, Metro Boomins, Tyler the Creator, T-Minus Vinyls. So just know that all producers are definitely stars. But in this segment, I want to talk about one star in particular. I had the pleasure of sitting down with the producer that's a star shooting across the music galaxy at a high rate of speed and making a name for himself. He's a producer extraordinaire with talents that far exceed the average individual, and a name that you should definitely know, as if you don't know him already. DJ Swift has worked with some of the biggest names, such as NBA Youngboy, Kodak Black, and trust me, that list goes on. But I had the pleasure of sitting down and talking with DJ Swift, and honestly, I really loved this interview. Now, before we get into this interview, I was advised by my sound tech team that some of the audio in the interview had technical issues at the last minute. But I didn't want this situation itself to stop me from bringing you the interview. But just know that here at Carver City Records Presents The Leverage, we pride ourselves on excellence. So going forward, that's what you can expect. But with no further ado, here's DJ Swift with this interview, A Star Is Born. Whether you win or lose, the question is, can you get back up and fight through the adversity to either win again or win for the first time? To do that makes you a true champion. Champions are born every day. And here in the 813, home with the 2-time champion Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the 3-time champion winning Tampa Bay Lightning champs. Being a champion is contagious. There are also champions off the field, and born and raised in Tampa, Florida, home of the sunshine and the tourist spots, lives such a champion, an extraordinary producer that has revolutionized today's music industry. DJ Swift came from humble beginnings and a big family. Always taught by his father, Mr. Williams made sure that education and self-respect came first. Damien did just that, making his way through school while enjoying his life growing up with his brothers and sisters. Family has always been important in his life. Because of the support from his family, this gave him ambition. And ambition turned into motivation. That motivation would later make him one of the most prolific producers in the game today. Working with such artists as Tampa Bay's finest Tom G, NBA Youngboy, Kodak Black, Grammy Award-winning producer and songwriter Butter, and the list goes on. He would later become a gold and platinum producer himself while making waves in every way and constantly changing himself to create growth. DJ Swift knows no bounds. From producer to video director, anything he touches, an instant hit. It makes him even more unstoppable in every way. Destined to be success, destined to be a champion. DJ Swift is definitely a star born. So, Mr. DJ Swift, extraordinaire, producer, video director. Doing your thing. 813 locked.
Born and raised.
Born and raised. Killing it. Reputation out there. How's it doing, sir? It's definitely a pleasure to meet you.
That's only right. That's only right, man. We're working one day at a time.
Feel you on that. So, talking about this music thing right now, man. Yeah. From what I read, you're doing like extraordinary things.
Yeah.
But let's take it back to the beginning. Yes, let's take it back. Back before DJ Swift made his way into the music industry and became the popular producer that everyone wants to work with. After high school, graduation, and walking off into the sunset, DJ Swift took a position in the food hospitality industry with McDonald's. McDonald's on an average serves 69 million per day worldwide, and typically customers go to McDonald's at least 50 times a year, spending $8.35 on average when they make their visits to the Golden Arches. McDonald's. Most people coming out of high school in certain situations are going to work fast food or some other type of industry to get their foot in the door. DJ Swift did just that with his focus on becoming part of management. He saw the opportunity to create something for himself based off his self-ambition. Once he entered into the McDonald's management training program, he was able to achieve the goal and become a young manager at McDonald's and create a life for himself that he can feel good about. With not much else on his mind in regards to his future, he grinded at a position for about 3 years. He started to feel the financial crunch after making about $2,200 a month in management at McDonald's. DJ Swift began to think to himself, could life possibly offer him something more and even better than he was currently doing in his life, especially since he was feeling that he wasn't making enough over the hours that he was having to work in order to make a living. We all have a sense of destiny, and destiny will always give us a reality check when purpose is tied into that destiny. And for DJ Swift, destiny and purpose was doing just that.
Hey, what would I say personally? Like the only people that I knew personally that was like kind of like really like getting to it and you know what I'm saying, being financially stable off of music was like Tom G at the time. I just was doing graphic design for him. Yeah. He had like producers like Drummer Boy and Zay Tobin, like you sit there and watch their videos on YouTube every day of just how they working. I'm just like, bro, I'm still making like 10 beats a day working at McDonald's. So I'm just like, oh yeah, I gotta get up out of here. Long story short, but they probably like the Tom G's, the Drummer Boys, and probably like the main two. That's from a local perspective and from a
wait. Hold on, wait. All right, see, I know Tom. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. We both grew up with Tom. Yeah. So Tom was actually doing beats back then?
Well, not even from the beat, just in music in general.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Tom, well, I just talked to Tom, I think yesterday. He said he might try to like play around with some little beats here and there, but nah.
Wow.
I think from a producer standpoint, I don't think.
That's right. DJ Swift has worked with artists such as Tom G, one of Tampa Bay, Florida's finest. He's made hits such as City Boy With It, Problems, and Go Getter. As seen here, he even made an appearance on the BET Awards show and performed his hit City Boy With It alongside Lil Duval and company. The relationship that Swift has been able to build in this music industry has proved to be great business moves as well as very vital roles, building on his success. With building on those relationships, he's been able to link up with artists such as Kodak Black, NBA YoungBoy, Grammy Award-winning producer Butter, and many others currently making big noise in today's music industry. So now that we're talking about the artist aspect of it, talk to me about Kodak, NBA YoungBoy, because I see your plaques that you got, you know what I'm saying, which is very impressive, you know what I'm saying, which is more or less them trophies saying, hey, I've arrived. Yeah. Now, when you turned around and you had to do that, you know what I'm saying, or you found out, hey, you know, damn, I'm working with Kodak or, you know, NBA YoungBoy, or they actually using my beats. What was the feeling that you got from that?
And it's crazy because the thing is, like, most of the artists that I work with today, I kind of work with them back before they are what the world would call anything. Yeah. So it's like, for instance, NBA YoungBoy, he was getting my beats off of YouTube back when he was like 14, 15. So nice. I just happened to reach out to him like I said, at the time, the artist with like 5,000 Instagram followers. So say when with Kodak, it's just, I knew somebody that he worked with way back when he was like 16, 15, back like before he went to jail to begin with.
Yeah.
Um, and I just reached out to his manager at the time, and so it's like it's hard to like it ain't. How would I say this? Like the feeling ain't not like overwhelming or anything because it's like I'm working with these people like just when they like at a level that I feel like I'm still at.
Yeah.
So it's like as they come up, I'm coming up with them. So I never really noticed even how big they really truly are. So like, you know what I'm saying? Until like you sit back and kind of like put everything in this perspective, like okay, now like you see how big the Yumbo wave is right now.
Yeah, very
like,
big.
So you like
very
really
big.
sit like well, while you in it, you don't really notice it,
right?
Because you're in it. But when you sit back in the bleachers and you sit off in those stands, you can really see like how the game is played, and so you can see how it's big and how how everything is just going. And
now, so you seeing how the game is displayed, right?
Yeah.
So one of the questions I was thinking about asking you. So it's good that you mentioned that.
Yeah.
So you saying you sitting up in them bleachers right now, you looking down and you see it all. You know what I'm saying? So from that aspect, you have a perspective of saying, hey, you know what? I'm looking at how things are moving.
Yeah.
So with that being said, sitting off in them bleachers, looking at everything coming from, how do you feel in regards to way hip hop or music is moving in general? Being from a producer standpoint, do you feel that it's definitely making waves and moving forward and it's changing the game, or you feel it's actually going backwards?
I feel like it's always going forward in a sense, but my thing is, I just feel like the R&B side need to come back a little bit, like legitimate R&B.
Yeah.
Like love making music, so to speak.
Yeah.
Because I know like a lot of the quote unquote R&B that people call now is just like a lot of people they just singing, but it's not towards dedicated towards women or just I ain't even say women because it's but man, it just need to get back to that. Cause like I said, I would say they need to get back. I like the melodic side of it. I like to play I like to mess around with the keys a little bit. And then, like I said, like, don't get me wrong, I love the lyricism, but I feel like it's a total package of everything.
Yeah.
Man, so but I just feel like it's a lot of just. They think about it, it's a lot of rappers dying for a reason right now because a lot of the lifestyle that they rapping about. So people are like, oh man, if you about that life, then man, okay, we gonna test your gangster.
Exactly.
So, like, it's a lot of test your gangster music going on right now. That's what I'm gonna call that.
Yeah. Yeah.
And when you do that, you can't really do shows how you want to because now you gotta hire security. And 9 times out of 10, you too gangster for security, so you got 100 street dudes with you. They scare half of the crowd off probably.
The amount of rappers that have lost their lives due to senseless gun violence and the test your gangster mentality over the past years has been staggering, and the emotions that have spawned from these events has been emotional weight that has echoed throughout our community and the United States. From 1987 to present, there have been a total of 67 hip hop artists that have lost their lives to senseless acts of shooting. None of these rappers that have fallen have made it past the age of 30. Hip hop has the highest rate of homicide than any other genre in the music industry. At some point, as hip hop music artists, we have to take more control of this aspect and reshape the way that we approach beef with each other in order to be legends that are forever changing the game versus being legends that are only here to change the game for just a short period of time. For all the rappers that are no longer here, just know that your hits will forever play, not only on the radio and media, but in our hearts and our minds. Now, this is one thing that I read, and it was very impressive. 500,000 streams.
Yeah.
Gold. Yeah. When you saw that plateau, did you take a rest at first? Like, hey, I did it. 500,000, I can rest. Or when you saw those 500,000 streams going gold, did it make you hungry to say, you know what, now I really want to go and get it?
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie, with music, personally, I never really do it or was intended to do it for the accolades behind it. It's just, I do it because I love to do it.
Yeah.
So like when stuff like that happens, like man, that's cool, man. Let's just make some more.
Yeah.
Man, it's I just love music at the end of the day. So that's why that's one big thing too. Like because I love it so much that once it starts becoming to feel like a job, and you have to like burn yourself out, and then it's like, okay, what do I do now? Because like I love to do it, but I literally can't do it. I just burnt myself out from it. So it's like, man, now you just put yourself in a little corner. You figure something out, but that's another reason why like I learned how to shoot videos. I'll burn myself out with beats, and I'll go learn how to go on YouTube. Like, man, what else can I learn real quick? Learn how to do videos. Like, same thing with. Well, I started off with graphic design at first. That was my first thing. That and trying to rap. You know, everybody had their little brief period of rapping.
Yeah.
Man, it ain't for me, but
so videos.
Yeah.
Which basically I was impressed.
Yeah.
When I heard that you now in that avenue. I even checked out some of the videos that you actually put out there, which is great, by the way. You know what I'm saying? So outside of Tom, who else have you actually done music videos with at this point that we can actually go and check out to see your work?
And half a temper, that's all I can really say.
Half a temper.
It's a lot of upcoming artists for sure. Like I said, I don't want to go into naming them because I'll be naming for days. Sometimes I shoot over 20 videos in a week.
Yeah.
And I probably this year alone probably shot maybe 100 music videos.
Wow.
Close to it.
Wow.
So it's like if I would have said to try to name certain ones, man, I just lost.
Wow.
I know there's some of them like that's in the works, but I can't really talk about it yet.
Yeah.
When that time comes, people know they'll see it.
So when you do drop it though, when you do drop it, what should we be going to check out the finished product itself so we can see the mastery in effect and all of the awe that comes from it?
Man, it's gonna man. Like if it roll out, if some of these videos roll out how they supposed to roll out, man, you're gonna see them everywhere.
Yeah.
Like, it's like I know one of them like a guaranteed million view plus video in a week.
Oh, I'm really excited about that. We talking about 1 million views?
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
We gonna, like I said, it's just the wait. You know, like, it's just the waiting game in the music business. We'll see.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that's all. We'll see. But it's blast though.
So the talks, you know, people talk all the time. So I heard some people talking.
Yeah.
They're saying you actually about to start getting into shooting movies. How true is that?
Shit, I want to for sure.
Yeah.
I just find the right supporting cast behind me. I'm all for it. And like I said, I don't really like try to like limit myself with anything that I do.
Yeah.
So if I want to shoot music videos, why not learn how to shoot movies? And then, like I said, you can start off with documentaries or a short film or anything. Just record somebody a 5-minute comedy skit. Just anything to kind of like help transition from music videos into movies.
Yeah.
I just gotta like find the right people to act. That's my biggest thing is, man, acting plays a key part to everything.
Exactly.
The cinematography can be as good as you want it to look, but the actors aren't up to par. And it's like, oh man, here we go.
C-rated actors in the game. C-rated actors. Nah, I feel you, bro. Because that's how it is when I'm watching movies. Like even if you do have the ones that it's not motion picture, but if they still decent and they got them actors,
it's entertaining.
Yeah, I sit down and watch it because of entertainment. But if they horrible, I'm automatically just turning it. So I feel you on that, man.
So another thing that I gotta really like learn when it comes to videos, cause like you know, say music videos, you muting all the audio.
Exactly.
So, but like the real, just the science of just recording everything. Not even from oh my god, I'm brain farting right now. Y'all smell this? But from an audio perspective, right? How to get all that, you know, just the audio down pat, you know what I'm saying, like getting the mix for movie status. You know what I'm saying, I can record a song, but when it comes to actually recording this thing, like recording us right now while we outside, like I gotta figure that out too.
Yeah.
I know that plays a big part in the movies too. Because if the audio is trash, and same thing.
So who are some of the people that you're working with in order to perfect this art and this craft on that movie making part? This what you're talking about right now.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Shout out 92 the Shooter. It's a lot of videographers that I'm working with. Like you got G3 Cinemas, you got Ali Films. Once again, man, it's a couple of more. You know, like I said, I start naming people. I feel like I'm everybody.
No, you good, bro. I mean, hey,
a lot of them though.
But at least you getting it done.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I mean, definitely, I know everybody out here is definitely gonna be looking for it.
Oh, for sure.
The Leverage Nation definitely gonna be looking for it for certain. Now, producers, getting back to that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because that's your beginning.
Yeah.
And everything else is just to follow behind that.
Sure.
But I'm gonna ask a question, honestly.
Yeah.
If you had to rate yourself amongst the producers out right now, I don't care. I don't care if you know them. You know what I'm saying? I don't care if it's Swizzy. I don't care if it's For real, you know, I don't care who it is. If you had to rate yourself and say, hey, this is where I'm at.
Yeah.
Where would you rate yourself? If you, I don't care if you know the unknown, but knowing your skill set, where would you rate yourself?
Man, I would say when it comes to like the bigger producers, I say like an 8. But you know, with all these upcoming producers, I say probably like a 6 because it's a lot of these upcoming producers. They just sit there, they study me, they study them.
Yeah.
They do what we do and they blend it all together and I'm saying they still hungry because they're not up there yet.
Yeah.
So they just learning what we do and then times 10. Man, so I say, bro, like a 6 when it comes to all these producers. Man, it's some dope producers, definitely like overseas.
Yeah. Overseas is definitely banging, bro. I mean, I fucks with overseas. I've heard some of these stuff, heard some of these overseas artists, which is definitely there. So I mean, I know when it all comes together, it's definitely hot.
You'd be surprised, like half of these raw wave songs and all these a lot of the melodies are coming from like European and overseas producers.
So I didn't know that.
Yeah, like a lot of these guitar players and a lot of them from overseas. You will really be surprised. Yeah. They say, "Oh yeah, hey, text me real quick." Their phone number would be like 30 numbers or something. Or they say, "Yeah, text my WhatsApp." Every time. Only be like 14.
Damn.
That's my thing. Like, man, it's like some 14-year-olds that run circles around me and a lot of these.
Yeah.
And the big producers too. I ain't gonna say none of their names, but just a lot of them. Like, bro, these and I don't know, the youth really got that for real. That they sit back and study us. Yeah. Yeah. And like I said, you know how it is. We're gonna figure out how you do what you do, and we're gonna add to it and make it better.
Now, I would say when it comes down to your future projects, whether it be movies or music, per se, and I know you got some stuff that's out there. But what do you got coming down the pipeline that's immediate that we can look for within the next month or two that people should be looking out for and aware of, so we can go and check it out?
In the next month or two, it's just a lot of music videos that I'm shooting. Like I post 99% of them. Okay. On the production side, you just never know with the music game. I don't think it's anything too like solidified because you can have a million songs with a million people, but sometimes that one person might have a million songs with somebody else. Yeah. Yeah. So you never just know what's going to drop at the time, but it's always something in the works. And then, like I said, I want to really sit down with somebody and write a script for a movie. Like I said, this is all like within like the next year, not necessarily a month or so. Okay. Another thing I always want to put together my own album. Like I hate to say like what everybody say about some DJ Khaled shit. Yeah. But that shit'll be dope, though. That'll be dope. I would look forward to that. You know what I'm saying? Man, I started one like 3-4 years ago, but it just I feel like I was having to chase behind a lot of people, even like people that I was paying for stuff. Yeah. I'm like, man, I can't. For the most part, I'm real to myself and introverted, so like I don't feel like I hate chasing around people. Yeah. I chase after people, but it's like, okay, if you just want to do it, just say it. But you never know what they might have stuff going on for why they couldn't do it, so you just never know. So that's why. But it was called Gunshine to Sunshine, where essentially it's an all Florida mixtape. That's gonna be fire. And everybody from Florida, like I said, I had Tom G did some stuff for me, Iceberg. Okay. Who else we got out here? Blood Raw from Blood Raw. That cat nasty. That cat nasty. And it would probably be almost everybody that you can think about that wasn't like a Kodak probably at that time. It might be a little too big for me. Yeah. But man, it was, at least at that time, like I said, I was still upcoming. I just had like one song with Kodak. I was just real upcoming, but I feel like if I do it now, it'll be a lot easier. Yeah. Because now it was saying my name has a name. Exactly. Yeah. And what about overseas? I mean, I understand, there's producers overseas, but you got any projects that's circulating overseas that you're working with people with? Or is it just strictly United States for right now? It's just strictly United States. But like I said, I still got to travel overseas just my damn self. To experience life out there. But so any plans anytime soon to do that? I suck at planning stuff like that. I'm a spur of the moment type of dude. Like sometimes I'm like, man, y'all trying to go to Atlanta tomorrow, and we just hit the road. I done did that so many times. The same thing with like Miami or anywhere else. Or the only time I kind of like plan stuff is just like going to LA. Yeah. I know, man, LA. Oh man, I spend $4 or $5 grand before I even land. I don't even know how. At least that's how I feel every time. Yeah. I definitely, man. I got my passport and it's empty right now. I need to figure out how to.
You gotta get them stamps on there, bro. You gotta get them stamps on there, man. So what about Atlanta, man? I mean, because I know I'm in the Atlanta area right now, and I know music is definitely booming out there too. You branching out that way, you know what I'm saying, outside of LA?
Yeah, it's a lot of people that I work with that either stay in Atlanta now or just from Atlanta.
Yeah.
But, you know, like I said, that's one of the music hubs right now. Like LA,
Exactly.
New York, Atlanta, and maybe a little bit of Houston nowadays.
Yeah.
A lot of people, big time rappers, they move out to Houston now.
Yeah.
But I'm always working. They always got me working in Atlanta. My homeboy LA the GOAT.
Yeah.
I know.
LA the GOAT.
He had me out there not too long ago with him and Jermaine Dupri and all.
Yeah. Shout out to Jay.
No, for sure. Yeah, but every time I go to Atlanta, it's strictly work. Like I said, well, that's another one of those spots where I gotta go experience Atlanta for Atlanta, just what they offer.
Yeah.
Like I said, bro, I just be working too much. Every time I travel somewhere, it's strictly for work.
Yeah.
And so I always be I never get to experience it for real.
But bro, I'm gonna tell you what, man. Keep killing it. Keep doing your thing. Like I said, man, it's definitely a pleasure because I know your time busy. So to come here and sit down and do this right now, it's definitely a pleasure. You know what I'm saying? As far as goes, Leverage Nation. Check them out. What's your, I saw your Instagram, DJ Swift. YouTube, what should they be looking for on YouTube?
YouTube, DJ Swift 813, DJSwift813.com, Instagram, DJ Swift _813, Twitter, DJ Swift 813. So if you pretty much type that DJ Swift 813 in anywhere, pretty much everything should pop up.
All right, definitely. Well, Swift, salute you. It's definitely been a pleasure, fam.
Right.
Be easy. Leverage Nation, y'all heard it from here. Definitely.
Now, moving on. In this segment that we call Soundcheck, I had the pleasure of visiting Executive Studios. Nestled in the heart of Clearwater, Florida, Executive Studios is definitely the place that you need to visit when it comes to an awesome recording experience backed by years of quality engineering and excellent equipment to catapult your tracks beyond anything ordinary. They also took me on a tour of the studio, and I had a great time interviewing one of Executive Studios' top producers and studio engineers, Jay Whiz. With no further ado, here's Soundcheck. Executive Studios has given us clearance to get a sneak peek, to check out the studios. So come with me. Let's check it out. When you first enter into the lobby area of Executive Studios, you immediately feel the energy and presence of music. Looking at the gold and platinum plaques on the wall of famous artists such as Kevin Gates, NBA Youngboy, and other artists definitely lets you know that you're in the right place to make a hit. Now, as you head down the hall to Studio B, one of the two studios that Executive Studios offers for your recording experience, you immediately enter into Studio B, where you're greeted with eye-stunning visuals that makes you feel like you're in a mini oasis, and it's an island that you never want to leave from. Looking at the Mac Pro setup definitely lets you know that attention to detail was very important to Executive Studios when it comes to putting your music together. With the latest Pro Tools and Slate Raven touchscreen mixer, you have no excuse to come out of the recording session with your audio just right. I also noticed other equipment needed to bring your music to life, such as the Rupert Neve Lunchbox, the BAE 1073 Preamp 500 series, SSL Bus Compressor 500 series, API 527 Compressor 500 series, Dangerous D-Box, and the UAD Apollo 8 Thunderbolt interface, as well as the vintage 1979 Neumann U87 microphone. With so much equipment Studio B offers, it made me feel like I was at home, and trust me, I didn't want to leave. But we had to because we had one more studio to visit, which was like an experience of no other. Studio A. This is where dreams come true and where you want to be when you absolutely have to hit the home run with no exceptions. I was taken in not by only the size of Studio A, but also by the size of the SSL Big 6 analog mixer and the huge monitors. Other features that Studio A possess is the latest in Pro Tools and the 20 amp channels to run microphones and 32 lines ins and lines out. I was able to scope the Rupert Neve again, as well as the Portico to Rupert Neve. Now, with the Shelford Channels preamp they have, it's guaranteed to give you music that in-your-face sound of classic tracks, but with that modern precision. The Dangerous D-Box is transparent, audiophile grade monitor controls for tracking, mixing, and mastering with 8 channels of Dangerous Music Award winning analog. This provides crystal clear fidelity and flawless performance across its flexible feature set. Once again, Executive Studios chose to go with the vintage 1979 Neumann U87 microphone for Studio A, and I can't forget the Yamaha NS10S bass boost and the generic 738015 subwoofer, which packs a hell of a punch that make you feel those tracks while you're in the studio. Now, with so many more features to make sure that you take your music to the next level, I didn't have time to go through the overwhelming amount of goodies that Studio A has, but just know that you walk out of Executive Studios feeling like you got the next biggest hit to hit the airwaves or the streaming platforms. Not to mention that studio prices for A and B is very manageable. Now, I couldn't leave without getting more in depth with my experience when it comes to Executive Studios. So, I had the pleasure of sitting down and speaking with one of Executive Studios' top studio engineers as well as producers, Jay Whiz. So this is another episode. Carver City Records presents The Leverage. This is called Soundcheck. And I'm here with my man Jay Whiz.
How you doing, brother?
Nice to meet you, fam.
Yes,
Nice to meet you. And here in this particular episode, we like to do studio interviews. And we're having the pleasure of interviewing you, man. I mean, I really appreciate you taking your time out
Thank
to
you.
be able to do this.
Yeah.
And we ain't gonna keep you long, man, but you know what I'm saying, we just want to get into your mind to find out more about Executive Studios and your experience.
Okay.
So with that being said, just diving right into this. As far as it goes when it comes down to you personally, being here at Executive Studios or any other studios that you've, that you actually operated in and worked in general. I mean, it takes that motivation to get there.
Yeah.
As far as it goes, so for you, what was your motivation behind your vision to want to get into music, and then as far as it goes, what is your drive that keeps you going? As far as it goes to be one of these producers out here, if not the premier producer that people will remember once they're done working with you.
Big facts. Yeah, so I actually started DJing when I was young. My uncle DJ'd. Then I started rapping in middle school project. Then we ain't have no money to record, so I started recording on our own. Like back in, was it 09?
Yeah.
It's me and my brother, Red Hot. We just took it to this like laptop, tape over tape, and then eventually I got here because I went to Full Sail University. So when I was in the military, I did an online class in Full Sail, and then I came back home. Yeah. And then I just been grinding since 2016, trying to get in the studio, and I ended up landed here 2 years later. So
with working at Full Sail, going to school at Full Sail, like because I know it's like a Full Sail is like real world education at the same time. So with that being said, how do you feel that prepared you mentally to be able to come here to the studio and just as far as it goes, whatever you touch, you blowing it out the water? Do you think that contributed as part of that factor outside of your just normal drive you have in your vision?
Oh yeah, most definitely, because in school you get these sessions, and they give you all type of sessions like rock, pop, like jazz, everything, and you gotta mix it, from your ear. And then going into the labs, and like their studio rooms is insane. So I feel like I could go into any studio and work like no matter what.
Nice. I like that. Now, with that being said, as far as it goes, and just touching bases on Full Sail a little bit more, from my understanding, from what I know, when you're at Full Sail, you're going to school. In certain serious situations, you get to sit in on certain labs, whether artists are coming through or not, famous, non-famous, whatever the case may be. So working at Full Sail, did you have the chance to actually sit in on sessions with individuals that, as far as goes, may be out there in the music world right now, or that's coming up? And if so, do you remember any of the names of the individuals?
Actually, I don't, because it was like during COVID. Yeah. So
COVID
it was
shut everything. Right?
Yeah, it was hard. Like they shut the labs and everything, so it was hard for us to get in. Yeah. But we did track a couple bands. We tracked a folk band. We did. It was was another like a banjo band, like just guys in with banjo just playing. It just really mostly like drummers, instruments, you know, that type of stuff, like acoustics.
Yeah, so I can definitely see how then that would put you in a position of where you are, because I mean I'm not a producer, but being that as far as goes, being in the music world, producing tracks myself, almost making it out there and everything else like that. I mean, and just surrounding myself with music, you know, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, but I just feel that in a lot of different situations, producers, they have to be well diverse in music to be able to pretty much anything that they touch, turn it from nothing to something. Exactly. And as far as it goes, especially being that artists in general, when they come in, they have one vision of how they music goes, but when you have the right producer
behind you, it changes.
It changes everything. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, your experience dealing with that, do you feel that still Full Sail kind of shaped you to be, you know what I'm saying, the Jay Whiz that you is right now, that can just come in and just kill it?
More or less, not really, because I wasn't interacting with that many people.
Yeah.
Because it was COVID. I really just got like used to it, just going to random places. Hey, like I'll start rapping.
Yeah.
You know, I'll play my beats, I'll start rapping. They'll be like, oh, I got a studio too, you know? And then that's how like connect with different artists. But when we get in the studio, I'll be like, yo, it sounds better. Like maybe you should do this.
Yeah.
You know, and by producing on different genres, it'll help you hear different things, you know what I'm saying? That in the music that other people can't do. You know, or hear.
Okay. So I heard a little bit of artists in there outside of producers. As far as it goes to being an artist, do you think that helps you? Because not only from a producer ear, but from an artist ear, when they come in, you feel that's helped you? Yeah,
definitely helps me a lot, because like again, like sometimes I'll try different cadences and stuff. I know for a fact I can't do it, but if I hear somebody that's rapping, they got the like, hey, try this cadence, you know, I like try it out myself first before I even like test it out on the artist. Or like, hey, I'm trying to tell you it's gonna work for this beat just because of the different pockets and like certain instrumentals, you know what I'm saying? So especially when you get the track outs, you can take stuff away and then make it more, you know, like sit up front prominent, you know, like it makes it stand out more.
That's how I like that. I like that. So being in the studio, right? Once again, dealing with producing tracks every day. As far as it goes with artists coming through, has there been any well-known names that have came through Executive Studios to record that you know of?
I ran into AB.
Okay.
I recorded Jada Kiss.
Okay.
You know, some local legends, you know, around here. Heavy Lyrics, Chris Streets, Scylla Inc.
Okay.
Nico Sweet, Blood Raw.
Blood Raw, I like that.
Blood. And you know, the thing about what's crazy is the people who have a status, like they get in here and get right to work. Like it's like effortless. Like Jada came in here and knocked the verse out in like 15 minutes. It was crazy. It was crazy. He was like, oh, that's the beat. He went in the corner. All right, I'm ready.
That's nice, bro. That's nice. I like that. I like that.
And then, you know, being in, you know, around these guys and knowing they're like human beings, they're just like, you know, me and you, and they like the ideas bounce off of each other. There's a story he tell me, I might, you know, use that as inspiration on the song or something like that. You know, like everything's usable.
I like that, bro. I like that. The Jada Kiss story is wild.
Oh
man.
Man,
you know what I'm saying? What I would give to have been in here, even been a fly on the wall, to see that. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, you hear about that. You know, artists coming in. You know, back in the day, the Bigs, the Jay-Z's, and you know, they're in the studio, and I already got it in my head mentally. You know, I ain't even got it right. Let me just go in here and knock it out. So, I mean, as a producer, is that like your dream artist? Like, you know, if you have people that's coming to studios prepared like that, like for you, is that like, you know what I'm saying?
Most definitely, man, because it makes my job easier, because the rest of the time I'm mixing the record and then I can give you a better product at the end of the day. Like, let's say, you know, if you spend 15 minutes recording and then you get 2 hours, that other 145 I'm spending mixing. You know, we adding drops, adding extra stuff that you want to hear in it. So that's like when an artist comes in prepared.
Yeah.
It's it's the best thing in the world as an engineer.
I like that, bro.
It's
I like
the best
that.
thing in the world.
So now, when you first started out, as far as it goes, getting into producing, doing music, did you ever vision that you would end up working with, artists, mainstream artists, as well as those underground artists that's actually blowing up? I mean, was that your ultimate vision? Or, yeah.
So my that was like one of my visions. I did want to work with some top name artists, and hey, Jay, the top 5.
Yeah,
you
top
feel
5,
me? Get on live. I mean, you already know, like, so, and working at executive, that has got me those opportunities, because a lot of other studios, they don't do that, so.
Nice.
They definitely put James definitely put me in the right position to do that. So
okay,
I definitely got more out of it. It felt more genuine. You know what I'm saying? It was more because later on I worked to get here, and then seeing that work pay off. He was like, "Hey man, you want to record? What? I'm on the way. Say less."
And James cool, man. I had a chance to talk to him. You know what I'm saying? So, and he was definitely saying like everybody, as far as it goes, producing wise that come into executive studio, everybody top notch. And I know he definitely spoke highly about you. So you know what I'm saying, as far as it goes, and it's like I said, people I know in the circle that mentions your name, man. I mean, it's very impressive. So the fact that executive studio has somebody like you working here, that speaks volumes in regards to, anyone that comes here that does music. But with that being said, as far as it goes, let's say for instance, everybody in Leverage Nation that's actually watching right now that hasn't heard of executive studios, but based off this interview, they're of sound check, they're officially hearing executive studios. What can you say right now to those artists in regards to executive studios that would convince them to want to come here and record and lay down their tracks based off the fact that what you all provide is stellar, but they don't know it yet? So what would you tell me or Leverage Nation that we should know about executive studios that's better than any other studio that's out here right now?
I would say executive has the most creative engineers, songwriters, producers. Like the whole team is literally top notch. You know what I mean? It goes from James, Bad Biddy, Fash, Zito. We all, when we touch these boards, you're gonna get good quality.
Nice. So I would say, and how many years have you been doing this right now, producing?
Producing since professionally. 2016, about 6-7 years professionally.
Nice.
Because I've always, once you get to a certain level, the reason why I say professionally is because I learned the ins and outs. Before I was just doing it. But until I learned about it, like really, I was like, okay, now I can, put that what I learned and this book work into it. So like about 6 years.
Nice. Now, with that being said, do you feel that artists coming here, if they would say, hey, you know what, I want Whiz on this right now, you know what I'm saying? So they come in, they book a session with you, right? Do you feel that when they walk out of executive studios, do you feel that they're going to walk away with a platinum hit that's radio for streaming, radio play, or anything, however they want to put it out there, but do you feel that they're going to have a classic hit based off you behind their producing, being that engineer that's helping drive that hit, driving that hit or hits home for them?
Yes, most definitely, because I've been in the game for a little bit, so I know kind of what works and what don't work, and we're blending sounds together, at the end of the day. So when you come and get your stuff mixed, it's gonna sound good. You know what I mean? And it's just really up to the artist to give me the energy that I give them. Because I have a passion for this music like no other. Like literally, I'm retired military. Like I don't have to work. I do this just because I love doing this.
See,
what I mean?
That's a beautiful thing right there.
So
man.
It's like if you work with me, just know it's 100% every time.
Nice.
Every time.
Nice. So I know we talked earlier before the interview, and this falls right in lines with the next question I have for you. What are some of the projects that you're personally working on right now that's changing the game outside of producing? So that way, basically, because overall, producers are producers. So when you walk in, you really don't know what you're getting until that producer starts. So you have some producers that just come in and record it. They don't have that personality. They don't have that drive. They don't have that connection with music. It's just, I'm just here to produce and then go home and that's it. So you're walking away with a horrible track in the very end. Because I've experienced that, man. I've been into a studio and I'm thinking, you know, I'm gonna have the best thing since sliced bread walking out. And when I walk out and then I get it, it's critiqued. Yo, man, your lyrics was straight. But who did your producing? You know what I'm saying? So it's horrible. The engineering is horrible, and usually it's the personality behind it. It's just whatever. So for me to ask this question, it's more like, okay, I know what you're doing in the studio, but what do you have going out, you know, dealing with music outside of the scenes as well?
So I've learned that to be a good engineer, you low-key have to do this 24/7. You have to like, you hear the birds or something. Hey, look, that bird was out of key. You know what I'm saying? Like funny stuff. Like, but like when people engineer, they literally listen to it. Like when I do a session, I'll go in the car and listen to it all the way on. Okay, I could have did this.
Yeah.
So then if they do call back and have issues, hey, look, it's already done. You know what I mean? Nice. So I already hear it. Like if I, you know, on my end, if I hear something later on, like I'll like go back and fix it and then send it to them.
Yeah.
Just because, you know, I don't want to give you a record and then I'll be like, I'll be skeptical about it, and then I know other people going to hear it. So, you know, I want to make sure everything is clean, like from the jump.
Okay. Now, tell me about this producer battle. That you got. I mean, now you don't have to let too much out of the bag, but tell me just a tiny bit about this actual project that you got going on, man.
So when I first started, I was battling beat battles, you know, and I thought like, yo, I should do one with artists and producers, because that's gonna force them to work together, you know. And basically, I had an artist and producer team up and go against other artists and producers. Okay. Yeah, so it's going to be a documentary. It's called The Beatdown.
Nice.
Yeah. So I actually shot it in a boxer gym, you know, and like I said, it's boxing format, 3 rounds, you know.
That's hot, bro.
Yeah,
that's unprecedented. I've never seen that done before.
Yeah. So it's going to come like that later on in the end of the year, because we just filmed last year, and it's a lot of footage. So I gotta put it together. But the ultimate goal was to get producers and artists out of their comfort zone, because it's a lot of dope artists and producers in the city, but they sit at home, you know, or they just don't go out as much. So and for artist wise, you gotta force them to get out of their comfort zone.
Exactly.
Because let's say you never worked with me, but let's say you from Cali and I'm from the South. You gonna get some trap, bouncy, 808 stuff. You feel me? But you come with a different swag. You know what I mean? Like if you're on a record label, you have to do it. Yeah. Like this is that's who they paired you with. So make a hit.
I like that.
You know what I mean?
I'm definitely feeling that ways, man. Shoot, and listen, Leverage Nation. This is called elevation right here. This is part of that leverage. So understand, in order to be able to elevate your game, you got to be able to come with different things. So that's beautiful. I'm really feeling that, man. So listen, I know basically you came out, you know what I'm saying, you came here for us, you opened up the doors, it's at your studios, James Wood did, you know, we definitely appreciate that. But before we go, as far as it goes, you know, let everybody know your media tags, man, where they can actually find you at.
My IG is JAY05WIZZ. My producer page is 22PRO.
Nice. Well, Jay Whiz, man, salute you. It's definitely been a pleasure, bro. I'm looking forward to that producer battle, the beatdown coming. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna be definitely crazy. So Leverage Nation, definitely check it out. This your boy Blessed Thomas. Until next time, another episode of Soundcheck.
Big executive.
Definitely for certain. I had a pleasure once again interviewing Jay Whiz. And you know what? This producer battle that he's going to have going on, I can't wait to see it, because I know it's going to be fire. But he's definitely doing big things. But don't take my word for it. Check him out yourself. I'm telling you, man, he's for sure a stand-up dude without a question. And every move that he's making is definitely putting him in position to win. But you can check him out on Instagram at J05Whiz.
He's an audio engineer, producer, creator. And in the words of himself, music speaks, words fail. Promise to you, I said like a true gentleman. Jay Whiz, my hat goes off to you, dude. Keep doing your thing for certain. Now, this first artist, man, I'm trying to tell you, everything about him was fire. Had a pleasure speaking with him personally. And when I say the dude is energetic, he has different styles from his drill music all the way down to the video that I'm about to play for you right now. Everything about him is versatile. I mean, he's exciting. Dude has a bright future ahead of him. But in regards to his music right now, it's very prolific. And once again, I had the pleasure of listening to it myself before you all hear it firsthand. But without any further ado, here's MC Play GT, Over You.
Honestly, I'm over you. I'm moving on. 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 I'm over you. I've been done with you. Should've knew from the get-go we split up in two. You play me like a fool. Honestly, it's cool. I can trust nobody but me and my crew. Some days you switch up. It don't make no sense. 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 I'm over you. I'm moving on. I'm over you. I'm moving on. I'm over you. I'm moving on. I'm over you. I'm moving
Yo, bro, I'm over. You done? Well, it took enough time. The bus is still not here. God damn, you should have been playing that song you got. I'm over you. You know, that song. I'm moving on. No, I'm really cold. I wanna go home. God damn, bro.
I'm not waiting for this, bro. We have a car right there.
You could have said that the whole
Now, once again, MC Play GT, bro, fire. Video, Over You. You all should definitely be checking them out because I'm trying to tell you, everything about this video is hot. And once again, me even playing it, I had to play it over a couple times. But in the meantime, if you want to get at him and check him out, you can check him out on his Instagram at instagram.com, MCPlayGT. Also his TikTok, MCPlayGT as well. And dude even has a Twitch. So you can check him out on his Twitch at twitch.tv/MCPlayGT. And of course, hit him up on his YouTube for certain under MCPlayGT. Once again, his energy and his tracks is fire. And once again, if I felt it, I know you will feel it. MC Play GT, keep doing your thing, dude. Definitely for certain. Now, this next video, I'm trying to tell you, dude, is fire. Everything about him is nice. Flow, delivery straight up. And I'm telling you, when it comes down to playing it, I had to play it in my car a couple times. Music up. But King Highness featuring Gets song is definitely a song that you want to play because it is in my top 5 without a shadow of a doubt. But with any further ado, here's King Highness featuring Gets, Mr. Beast.
Hey, look, this shit right time.
like, what's happening? I've been tryna rap for free, niggas ain't tryna copy me. I've been running around my team, nigga, nobody like us beasts. I've been tryna get this money, baby girl, you cover me. She been coming over for me, she be giving sloppy knee. I've been tryna run that back of eyes, I spoken Chinese. I'ma run this bitch again, ain't nobody like me then. Every time I see my dog, he be quick to call me twin. I'm just running, let them bad little niggas please they copying. Running up them bad little niggas, please I'm tryna be. I've been tryna see my 20 nigga chop, they call me then. I've been running up these bad little baby, please a rabbit in. I've been running up the bag. Yeah, I swear I'm running up this bag. Yeah, they niggas tryna get me sad. Yeah, but I'm so happy getting back. Yeah, I been how you a beast. They be like, what's happening? I've been tryna rap for free, niggas ain't tryna copy me. Been running around my team, nigga, nobody like us beasts. I've been tryna get this money, baby girl, you cover me. She been coming over for me, she be giving sloppy knee. I've been tryna run that back of eyes, I spoken Chinese. I'ma run this bitch again, ain't nobody like me then. Every time I see my dog, he be quick to call me twin.
I need your soul in your body 7 days of the week. Try to be your only hobby. Can I be your sneaky link? Face down in the pillow, tip drilling on your spleen. Back shots from the Ruger got you feeling you can't breathe. Stand down, it's a murder. Case closed was the verdict. I'm up early with this sunrise, $1 million omelet. Quarter key smile, 100 strokes for the timing. Gucci Landlows for the mountaintop climbing. Headed to the top of the hill, we go mining. Brushing dirt off my collarbone, squeaky clean diamonds. Thumbing through the head, try and read the headliners. I'ma shout out the water with a fist full of iron. Scheming on your head, cause I thought I seen a diamond. Super glued to the money pot, a Rex pie for the money swap. Dim the lights, let the money rock.
How you a beast? They be like, what's happening? I've been tryna rap for free, niggas ain't tryna copy me. Been running around my team, nigga, nobody like us beasts. I've been tryna get this money, baby girl, you cover me. She been coming over for me, she be giving sloppy knee. I've been tryna run that back of eyes, I spoken Chinese. I'ma run this bitch again, ain't nobody like me then. Every time I see my dog, he be quick to call me twin.
Why you not answering the phone? Stop playing with me. You know you see me blowing up your phone. Stop playing. I don't know why you always playing these games with me, nigga.
Now, when it comes down to King Highness, of course, you can always check him out yourself. If you don't believe me, the proof is in the pudding. But you can hit him up under SML Records, under YouTube. You can also check him out on his Instagram at King Highness 2747, excuse me. And you can also check out Getz on his Instagram at FuelGang_93. And you can also hit him up on his YouTube at FuelGang_Getz. But once again, definitely check these dudes out, because without a shadow of a doubt, what they bring to the music game is definitely fire. Now, this next artist, dude, when I tell you I had the pleasure of speaking with him, he's definitely fire. He's motivated. When I say he brings it, he definitely brings it. His lyrics has substance for days. So anything that he's pretty much putting out at this particular point, I'm telling you, it's definitely worth listening to, because I had the pleasure of listening to it. And honestly, I listened to his tracks more than once. And if you really want to be truthful, he's definitely on my playlist list for certain. But without any further ado, here's his track, Thank God.
Hey, yo, cut off.
Damn, plug, you speak Swahili? Yeah, I'm thanking God for every day I'm living. I'm thanking God every day after listening. Yeah, I'm thanking God for listening to my problems. Yeah, you're the only one that's gonna listen to my problems. Cause everybody else I'm talking to ain't listening. But when I talk to God, he helped complete the mission. He told me separate myself and keep my distance from all of the snake shit, from all of the hissing. Yeah, put my pain up in that cup, that's how I'm feeling. I roll my pain up up in the block, get high like ceiling. They lock me up, tryna put my name up in the system. To the feds inside my dick, yeah, you know I'm gon' get up with them. Yeah, it's fuck them crackers, cause they always tryna paint a picture. It's fuck them crackers, always tryna make you who you isn't. It's alright, cause it's gon' make me stronger, make me go and get it. Go and run up all that chicken, go and run up all them digits. Yeah, I'm thanking God for every day I'm living. I'm thanking God every day if you're listening. And yeah, I'm thanking God for listening to my problems. Yeah, you're the only one that's gonna listen to my problems. When shit get rough, talk to God, man. You're the only one that's really gonna understand. Yeah, everybody's saying that they real, but they ain't really real, man. You gon' find out for real one day. Steady yourself. Only keep some real ones around. Keep your circle small, keep your circle tight. Real shit. Gonna be alright. Just put your trust in God. Talk to him. He don't talk that. Tell him.
Now, after this video, I'm telling you once again, proof is in the pudding. Dude is definitely doing his thing, and he's on the rise, and he's going to keep going. With his latest track that's coming out, actually his album dropping September 21st, all the way up. That's beyond any of the projects that he's working on. That's definitely fire. But you can actually check him out yourself on his Instagram at The Real Swifty Job. You can also hit him up on his YouTube at Swifty Job. And check this out. He actually even has a SoundCloud. So in the SoundCloud, you can hit him up at j.a.v. Once again, this dude is multi-talented and he's doing everything. And in regards to staying in his lane, there is no lane. Dude is definitely taking it over. So Swifty Job, bro. Keep doing your thing. Keep making it happen. Because guess what? Carver City Records, we definitely looking at you, bro. Keep doing your thing. All right, now this next artist, man, when I'm trying to tell you, the song itself had me motivated. It had me in a position where I was like, hey, I got to make moves. I got to shake it. I got to do it. Man, when I'm trying to tell you, the song itself was banger. And he also brought a few of his crew with him on this joint. So I was like, man, I'm feeling it in every single way. But without further ado, I want you to feel it yourself. So definitely check him out. Here's Crystal the King featuring Swift Shot and Double Lane Shane. Motivation.
Damn, dude, you killed it, bro. Muzzy made this. Yeah, Crystal. Motivation for the streets. Motivation for the streets and for their hearts. I swear to grind for my people so they wouldn't have it hard. It's a lot that I done seen, I kept it smart. Dedicated to making it up, taking this so far. Stacking paper after paper, even digital. I get it all. From me online worldwide to see me physical. They know I'm gonna repay my individual. I do that always. Sexual chocolate, feeling invincible. Motivating your spiritual. Flying in straight from the cat. Crystal jumping from the racks. Know my pockets really finna swell. So I might as well bring it back. Carolina is the place. I grew my phase. I saw this world and got a taste. Know I wanted my own plate and found a way. And now I stay SC domain. You know you looking at the king, and I ain't bragging by the way. Now if you were down, then step up and get your mind right. And when you come out, look like a star, make sure your shine bright. And if they don't like it, don't matter, cause you gon' be alright. MHA street hero, just call me all mine. Motivation for the streets and for their hearts. I swear to grind for my people so they wouldn't have it hard. It's a lot that I done seen, I kept it smart. Dedicated to making it up, taking this so far. Stacking paper after paper, even digital. I get it all. From me online worldwide to see me physically. They know I'm gonna repay my individual. I do that always. Sexual chocolate, feeling invincible. invincible, motivating your spirit.
Coming live from the motherfucking trap. Double up that motherfucking sack. Came from the bottom, bitch was hell. The closer I get, man, the closer I came to feel. Man, fuck these niggas, gon' lay them down and get their mind right. Acting like bitches gon' grab them sticks and have that iron fight. One up, nigga, I beat the streets and bust that turnpike. Stack these digits, motivation, I give it real life. Seen it first class, man, my nigga, he took his dog life. Fuck these bitches, ain't no loyalty up in the street life. To you, young nigga, keep it smart and walk light. Give you the game and fuck the fame, you gon' shine bright.
Motivation for the streets and for their hearts. I swear to grind for my people so they wouldn't have it hard. It's a lot that I done seen, I kept it smart. Dedicated to making it up, taking this so far. Stacking paper after paper, even digital. I get it all. From me online worldwide to see me physically. They know I'm gon' repay my individual. I do that always. Sexual chocolate, feeling invincible, motivating your spirit.
I done seen it all. From the ghetto street to Project Hall. Some niggas ball till they fall, some just can't stand tall. Hair on a balloon ball, pirate jaw full of roll. They only know what you show when you don't say what you saw. I been being my brother keeper and holding down all my people. The definition of solid, I'm rocking hot out of beaker. I do it for all the thugs who ain't never had shit. Put it on everything I love, I'ma make it happen. We gon' hustle and motivate, salute the nips to the great. Fuck the suckers, I know they hating, we gon' pick up the pace. See, I ain't scared to take a loss, I put it all on the line. You afraid to pay the cost, but you want all of the shine.
Motivation for the streets and for their hearts. I swear to grind for my people so they wouldn't have it hard. It's a lot that I done seen, I kept it smart. Dedicated to making it up, taking this so far. Stacking paper after paper, even digital. I get it all. From me online worldwide to see me physically. They know I'm gon' repay my individual. I do that always. Sexual chocolate, feeling invincible, motivating your spiritual.
Now, motivation, without a shadow of a doubt. I'm motivated to even tell you guys where you can actually go and check them out to get more information on them. Because guess what? Cristal the King is just that fire without a shadow of a doubt. But you can hit him up on his website at cristaltheking.com. You can also hit him up on his Instagram at Cristal the King, and on his and actually on his Facebook as well. Facebook.com at Cristal the King. And last but not least, you want to check him out on his YouTube? What else you think? Cristal the King. And when I say I'm definitely feeling this music, believe me, be that. Dude is the king without a shadow of a doubt. Cristal, keep doing your joint, boy. Killing it. We salute you. Now, this next artist, I saved her for last. Vocals is amazing. Definitely fire. She's an award-winning songwriter from Tampa, Florida. And her work ethic in her music game, it's nothing to play with. And I'm trying to tell you, the footprint that she's leaving in the game is definitely no joke as well. She can actually go from R&B to that classic pop type feel. And either way, she's going to give them vocals to you. And believe me, it's a pleasure for your ears to listen to it. But with no further ado, here is Class V, House Party.
We're here for the party.
No.
Well, you're old enough.
No.
Why?
Go home.
No, why?
I said
For the
no.
party. Oh my God, bro.
We are all up in here. Dancing that makes you feel. We are all up in here. Dancing that makes you feel like you ain't got no problems. If you think the music's awesome, the drinks up in the air. We're feeling good in here. We are already vibing, so get the party started. Remember that life is short. What's the point of being known when there's a party next door? So let's go, let's go. Don't rush comes through. That'd be cool, that'd be cool. And all the sexy girls hurry up to the party, 'cause I am so ready to get down with it tonight. Yeah, I plan to stay and leave. Let's get started, let's break in and cheer for life. Yeah, what's the point of every day if you're not taking time to play? You get one life. Yeah, I don't wanna waste the day, and I'm spending it my way. I choose this night. Yeah, to let the music play, to let the music play, play. When you start to come my way, here we go now. You make me feel like I get butterflies, baby. You don't even know what you're doing to me. I wanna dance with you, and I hope that you feel it too. And then you had asked me for my sign. I'm like a Gemini. Oh, what that crazy, right? That's alright, that's alright. Forget it, it's you heard. You wanna know me first. Let's take this to the floor and just dance with me tonight. Yeah, I plan to stay and leave. Let's get started, let's break in and cheer for life. Yeah, what's the point of every day if you're not taking time to play? You get one life. Yeah, I don't wanna waste the day, and I'm spending it my way. I choose this night. Yeah, to let the music play, to let the music play. And we're bringing it up. Even Marvin's at the party, and just like the 90s, we're taking it back. If you just wanna party, then let's just dance tonight. I plan to stay and leave. Let's get started, let's break in and cheer for life. What's the point of every day if you're not taking time to play? You get one dancing that makes you feel like you ain't got no problems. If you think the music's awesome, we are all up in here. Dancing that makes you feel like you ain't got no problems. If you think the music's awesome.
Now, Class V, I salute you. And keep on with them tracks, because I'm telling you, at the end of the day, you're definitely a woman that the world will be talking about for sure. I'm pretty sure they're actually really talking about you while we're actually out here right now doing this particular show. But when it all comes down to it, you all can check Class V out on her Instagram at Class V. You can also hit up on the website at classv.com. And you can even check her out on their YouTube at Class V. And then last but not least, to get her to come and perform for you, do her thing, bless you with that magic, you can actually even hit her up for booking information at management@classv.com. And with that being said, V, I salute you. Keep doing your thing and definitely keep making it happen, because the magic that you're putting out, girl, it's definitely fire. Now, this is where we end the show. This is where we actually call it a day. But I'm telling you, when it comes down to your music, when it comes down to your dreams, don't ever let anyone tell you that you don't have the ability to make it. Home in on your skill. Study yourself to be improved. Get in the studio relentless. Write your music relentless. Produce your music relentlessly, because at the end of the day, your gifts has been given to you in order to make a difference in the world. Education and educating yourself to become number one above anything else is something that's in you. And if you take these things and apply them and make them your own, the world won't be ready for you. But guess what? You're going to give it to them anyway. And if you can do these things consistently, understand, this is what you call leverage. My name is Bless Thomas. And until next time, keep moving the way you move.